Yo, and she ain't tripping. She already know the business when you win it. She a witness to the women catching feelings for a villain on the verge of making millions. Off the brilliance he acquired, driving tired through a city he admired. That requires not to die to inspire dreams that his city's never seen. Only in the magazines or on screens of the ceiling of a Chevy made in '93. This candy painted green and up on 23s. Girl, I know that you're doing it all for me. Keep in mind that I'm doing this all for me. There've been some women who done everything you do, but if you ask me for the names, I have some trouble remembering. I know you're wishing that this all was just a dream. You can wake up and forget about everything. But that's what happens when you live in a life where we catch flights and we touch down and we pull up and we get out. You know that we in town, cause these bitches, they going wild. Yeah, they make it worse when they used to be your homies and they acting like they got you, but they really trying to hold me. Back in the same spot that they in. It's the same shit, day out and day in. You with the same women, still getting played. And you always at the hot spot, 11 o'clock, on the dot, spending all your weight. You ain't even getting laid. I ain't even showing up if I ain't getting paid. And you mad cause you're still right there and I've done it. You could've been here if you'd have kept it 100. You ever tried bowling all the crabs in the bucket with a side of melted butter, little homie, you would love it. Heard you bragging about an all-nighter. And my team pulled an all-weeker. Your hoes trying to freak us, your homies wanna meet us. You only hear my voice when it's in your woman's speakers. Don't complain, compete, corner.
You don't like it, but you watching everything we doing. You talking every time we moving, acting like you don't see it. I don't believe it. I know you tune in. I know you tune in. Every time we coming.
Tobias Brown as a person is someone who just strives to inspire, I guess, is really my goal. I just want to show people that they can do what they want to do if they put their mind to it. As an artist, it's just, I'm someone who's giving you music that's directly motivated and inspired by my environment. So whatever I'm going through around here, being in the city, that's what's being portrayed in my music. I'm just giving people what I feel. And because it's so organic from the city, I guess that's why people are responding to it. That's why people are liking it, because a lot of the stuff that's happening to me is happening to a lot of people in the city. We have a lot of other creative outlets other than music, in the sense that everything we do has an artistic spin on it. Whether it's us drawing or designing a flyer or a music video, stuff like that, it's just, we all put our heads together creatively. And even though it's a business move, it's gonna come out artistic because that's just what we do. Every video we put out, there's something from all of us in the video. Every song we put out, there's a little bit from each of us in the song. And it's not just music, it's so much more than music. The most important thing to remember when stuff starts going negative is that you've gotta keep it moving. Nothing stops. Nothing stops for nobody. I don't care what happens or how bad it is. The world doesn't stop, so you've got to keep it moving. You have to keep yourself from getting discouraged, no matter how hard it is. You know what I mean? If you're traveling and you're hitting all the red lights, you don't stop and go back home. You know what I mean? You know where you're going, you know where your destination is, and you move through those red lights. If it's taking too long, you can find another route, but you're not always gonna get green lights. And as long as you keep it moving, headed to where your destination is, you're gonna be progressing, you're gonna be getting better, you're gonna be moving faster. And it's just a matter of being strong to yourself, not giving into the negativity, not believing the negativity, and at the same time, it's just as important to not believe the hype. You can't. If you are getting green lights, you gotta be aware that that's lucky. That don't always happen. So you gotta be prepared at any moment. If this light turns red before I'm expecting it, you gotta know what your next move is. You gotta know which lane you're gonna switch to. Fuck the kids. To any young, up-and-coming, aspiring artists that are watching the video, just remember that the music business is a business. Keep that in mind with every move you make. Every idea you have, you gotta think about how that's gonna reflect in a business sense. Because if you're not doing that, somebody else is. And they're They're gonna be able to make moves that you just overlooked. To the kids coming up from El Paso, just keep in mind that you have the exact same resources that we have. We're coming from the same spot. So if you ever see me doing something, there's no reason you can't do the same thing without. If you see me doing something that you want to be doing, there's no reason you can't do that because we're coming from the same spot. We're on the same streets. We're driving around the same places. We're running into the same people, and you got to be able to make stuff happen yourself. You can't. Don't give responsibilities to other people and then be upset when they don't come through, because that's going to happen 90% of the time. You need to be able to make stuff happen yourself. You need to know what you want, and maybe most importantly, you got to use the resources that you have. If your dad is a mailman, then figure out how to stick flyers in every mailbox or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta know, you gotta use what you have. If you have an aunt that's works on the news, then get your ass on the news somehow, you know what I mean? You gotta use all your resources. There's no point in not using something, if you're serious about it. If you're just doing it for a game, then hey, have fun. But if you're doing it for real, then you gotta do it for real.
Me as a person and as an artist, it's kind of meshed together. Every day I wake up and I dedicate my day to making music, and right before I go to bed, I'm probably going to bed super late because I was doing something music related. So I feel that, like, me in my real life, I'm doing nothing but my art. So they're basically the same people. I guess me as a person is just more a little laid back and chill. I don't really like to get all dolled up and stuff. I like to just kick it a lot. I don't really like to go out. But as an artist, I like to glam up a little bit. And when I'm on stage, it's probably when I like to be like my loudest and a little more outgoing than I probably typically am. The moment I knew I wanted to pursue a career in music was my first recording session. I had met some people that made music, and they were like freestyling at this party I was at, and I write. I have been writing for most of my life. So I decided to jump in the circle and like spit one of these like rhymes that I had. I wouldn't even consider it like rap, like when I was writing it. But so like I spit it in the circle and everyone like tripped out. And then one of the guys pulled me aside and he's like, "Hey, do you rap?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't rap. I just write. That's just something I wrote." And he's like, "Oh, well, we make music. We got like equipment, we got microphone and everything. We should record something with you." And I was like, I tripped out and I was like, "Really? Like, all right, cool. That sounds cool. Like, I'm down." So the very next day, they showed up to my house with like mic in hand, like mic stand, like they had their laptop and everything, like little compressor and everything. Like it was like this little setup. And we set up right in my room and recorded this song that I had written. And my mom, like after we were done, it probably took a few hours that we were in the studio. And after we were done, I called my mom in to listen to what we had done. So she put the headphones on, and as soon as she heard my voice, like she started like tearing up, and like it made me want to tear up. And then it was just like something I'd never seen her react. Like I've never seen her react like that before to anything I've done. So the fact that like struck like a chord with her, struck a chord with me, and then it was just real. It was just a real last moment. So I think that's when I was like, that's when I fell in love with it, and that's when I knew that I wanted to do it for sure. My favorite memory in music right now is probably the trip that me and my team took to LA. I got 2 shows out there recently, and I invited the whole team we all stepped into this little Ford Focus and we drove out there to LA. It took like 13 hours, but it was all good. Like, we laughed the whole time. We were super uncomfortable, but it was like family, so it was a fun experience just being out there, especially being out there for the reason of music. You know, we weren't out there just on vacation or anything else. We were out there for music, and that was really dope. We prepared everything together. After the show, we went to the beach, and, you know, we saw the city that we don't typically get to see every day. And I remember being on the beach one night, and we were just like, it was pitch black, and so me and the team were there all together, and we were just looking at the ocean, like listening to the ocean, and I was like this is our life, you know, like we're out here because of music, and we're seeing things that we aren't seeing every day. So I think that trip is probably my favorite because the team made it. Another line from another artist that has stuck with me for sure has to be Kendrick Lamar's "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe." The first thing you hear in that song is the hook, and it says, I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again, Lord forgive me. That just kind of like, when I put that song on and when I'm feeling a little bit, like it just reminds me that like I'm gonna make mistakes, and I'm probably gonna make a lot more past this point, past this feeling that I'm feeling, but you gotta keep going, and hope the Lord forgive you for some of the things that you gotta do, and you gotta do them. And to many aspiring artists watching this video, I would have to tell them that if you can really sit down by yourself and ask yourself if this is something you really, really want to do, and if this is something that you want to pursue and become, then you have to dedicate your life to it. You have to totally dive in, because if you don't, there are others completely diving in, and there's not going to be any way for you to pass them, or there's not going to be any way for you to compete if you're not in it 100%. If it's a hobby, that's cool. Like anybody who just feels like creating and, you know, doing shows here and stuff, like go for it. Like that's something that I also want people to understand, that if this is something that you want to do creatively, just on your own time, go for it. But if this is something that you want to make it in, and if this is something that you want to really be, then you gotta find a way to be all in, or all in or nothing.
I like to inspire, like Toby was talking about. Everybody wants to inspire. I want to inspire. Like, we never know where we're going to end up in life, but I definitely want to end up in a position to be motivational, inspirational, something of something to look up to. You know what I mean? And that's me as a person, and as an artist as well. You know what I mean? Musically. Music is just a tool, you know what I mean? It's what we do. You know, an athlete plays sports, we do music, but ultimately the goals are going to be like what you like personally, what you want to achieve. You know what I mean? For me, it's just to be an influential person. As far as the artisting goes, musically, people change, the styles change. Your expression as an artist changes, you know what I mean? And since the artisting always changes, it's kind of hard to capture somebody as an artist. But like Toby was talking about Kanye West. Like Kanye West was an artist when he dropped College Dropout. He's a completely different artist now, you know what I mean? So maybe back then, if he would have described himself as an artist, it wouldn't have been the same, you know, as something that he would explain himself to be now. So, but I'm pretty sure his goals, you know, personal goals, maybe he always dreamed of having family and being crazy and running for president, who knows? He's doing it. I have evolved. I have evolved a lot. When I started doing music, I grew up with like West Coast rap, and it was just about gangster and splashy and like brag about this, brag about that, and that's really all the hip hop community is. I grew up with that, but I wasn't like out in the streets doing gangster stuff. You know what I mean? So like when it came to rap, all I was left with was like the flashy side of it, you know, the flashy and the like bragging side of hip hop, and I embraced it. I like it, you know. That's really what it was. It was just like, you know, you rap about what you got or what you want to have, and you rap about emails and cars and, you know, that kind of thing, and just about how much you're better than the other rappers. You know what I mean? Which now, through that evolution, I look back at it like, I mean, what's really the point of rapping just to talk about how you're better than the other person? You know what I mean? I think that gets kind of old. Like you listen to songs, and every single song is about how you have a better car, and how you took someone's chick, and how you have more jewelry, and how you have more money, and how your bars are hotter. And it's just like so much about bragging, you know? And it's kind of like, it's a very narcissistic genre. It's a very conceited genre. So it's hard, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, that's the genre that we do. It's the music that we love. So I would say me as an artist now, I would try to do something a little bit more real, I'm gonna say. Because I'm gonna say bragging all the time is fake. I'm gonna say bragging all the time and always making yourself to be better than the other person is kind of fake and arrogant and unpleasant, you know what I mean? So definitely me as an artist today would keep it more real, you know what I mean? Be a little bit more true to society, to the community, to the people that may be looking up to you, you know what I mean? And not just be putting lies and all kinds of arrogant stuff out there. One of the things that makes the music situation very satisfying for us and motivating, I guess, is the fact that we set ourselves up with realistic goals and we meet those realistic goals, you know, little goals. We don't just sit at home and think, oh, I'm gonna get signed, you know what I mean? We know what we gotta do. We're fully aware of the fact that talent is only 10%. And talent is all these dudes got out here sometimes, you know what I mean? And they think, I'm a dope ass rapper, and then they think that that's it. They think that someone's gonna come out on the door like, give me $1 million for this deal, you know what I mean? Talent is only 10%. 10% out of 100, you know what I mean? So you gotta really ask yourself, what's up with this other 90% that you may not have, you know what I mean? Our team has been very good about acknowledging this 90%, which is everything else besides the talent. So not only do we make music, we cover the marketing, we cover media, dealing with people, dealing with the fans, merchandising, being creative, you know, the videos, everything, promotion is very important. So we make a song and then we decide, okay, we made a song, what's the next step? The next step is to make a video to promote it, you know what I mean? Promote the song. Or for example, if our songs are weak, you know what do we gotta do? We gotta get better equipment. Or we gotta pay someone that has better equipment. Our beats up, what do we gotta do? We gotta pay somebody that does dope beats, you know what I mean? The pain part is the hard part because we gotta get money from somewhere, you know? So that's the issue, but nonetheless, we take those little steps. What's the next step? Man, these dudes got a dope ass beat, but they're charging me $500. We gotta get those $500. We get that dope beat, be like, yeah man, these dudes are gonna charge me this much to record it, but they got the hot equipment, you know what I mean? They know what they're doing. We gotta pay that. Now we have a hot product. Now we gotta promote that hot product. You know what I mean? What's the next step? Next step is put out a video. Next step is it keeps going. So eventually you gotta get a feature from a big artist, or you gotta freaking, whatever it may be. Like we have the steps down. There's always the next step. Always the next step. You can't just wait around. You know what I mean? And for us, It's been very helpful, the fact that we're aware of the steps and we are meeting those steps constantly. You know what I mean? It's like, you know how they say, slowly but surely. Just take those steps, you know what I mean? Little steps, and then you're gonna get to wherever you're going eventually.
Yo, I got a good feeling. That's the Black Eyed Peas. It's Mikey Cloudy, baby. That's the new Como D. How you like me now? Now he's in my style. I'm from the Wild Wild West. Smoke up all up in my chest. Bang, bang, diggity bang. Look right, look left, man. I'm everywhere. In Michael Jordan airs. Wild hair, raggedy style, bringing sexy back. But I'll be at your face like Mac makeup stand. Let's keep it pretty trick. I love my shit, cause no one hotter than us. And I keep it clean like the piss in the cup. I'm smoking on the G like the alphabet soup. A nigga get it so much pussy. Nigga dick smell like cherry blossom perfume. Woo! My name is Mikey Cloud. Who am I as an artist? I'm a wildcat. I'm a wild card. I'm happy. I'm sad. I just kind of show all my emotions, like on stage, on my music. Like it's just what I do, man. I'm an artist, really. That's who I am. Well, LFDC, I started actually. I guess I want to say in the closet of my house, very corner of my room, and I was just trying to think of a name, like to start my little team off, or whatever. And I was just like, man, I'm just live from the corner. And then when I took that, I kind of applied it to like being live from like the corner of Texas, El Paso. So it kind of just stuck. So it's pretty much just like 3 kids. It's pretty much just kind of like a movement of live individuals coming live from the corner. That's it. That's what we do. I think when it all comes down to it, we have this one like main vision, and we all just want to like be that star, that hero for our city, you know. So when we combine, it's kind of like the Justice League, it's kind of like Power Rangers, you know. It just kind of just comes naturally. I can't really explain it to you. It's just what we do, man. I'm gonna just narrow it down real simple. Michael Jackson, Jay-Z, and Kanye West. What they've done for music, like artistically, it's just amazing, and that's where I want to be in my life. That's it. Yeah, I do it for the kicks. I got my 3s on. Nigga did everyone this. I be that nigga did everyone this. Give me that grip, give me that grip, give me the grip, give me the grip.
Yeah.
So there was this one particular moment that made me really, inspired to do music. Was I was playing around. I actually had 2 of my friends from high school. We were joking around on this program. At first I was making beats, and that was, cool to me. But then we were messing around, had a little computer mic, and